my name is Darcee Lee, and this is my programming presentation. This presentation will show B section and C section. We start the code. So we start the code, and immediately we get how many greyhounds would you like in the race? Choose 6 to 8 greyhounds. If we choose 4, it will say invalid input. Please choose a number from 6 to 8. Then it will ask the question again. If we press A, it will say invalid input as well. However, if we choose 7 right in between, it will make us ask the name of each greyhound. So we'll say David, Elise, Jane. We can also do Darcee. It will also accept numbers. We'll have 22 as well. We can also do T90. We can also do special characters as well. So after that, it will display these names in order, and then it will ask us to choose the length of the race from 3 of the available options, which is 1 sprint, 2 middle distance, and 3 marathon. Depending on which race you pick will also depend on how many laps and what the amount of distance that each hound can get per lap. For instance, a sprint is 6 laps. At the same time, hounds would only be able to get a distance of maximum of 6 with a minimum of 1, and the same is for middle distance, where it would be, I believe it's 10 laps, so they can get a maximum of 10, a minimum of 1, and for marathon it's maximum of 12, minimum of 1. As we see here, we can also put in the name. We can type it in to answer, or we can also put the number. If we don't put in the number, we put an invalid input. We'll get invalid race length. Please choose from sprint, middle distance, and marathon. Then it'll ask the question again below it. So we put 3, which is marathon. It'll give us the prompt, would we like to start the race? We'll say yes. And automatically, it will say on the left-hand side how much they're getting. And it'll also put a tally, a graph underneath it that goes up in 5s. Or not goes up in 5s, but puts them in 5s. And at the end, it's a big race. We can extend this. At the end, we'll have the tally, the total race distance. This total race distance is also here, where it's a number. And then we get the winners, the top 3 winners, with first place being Team 90 with a total distance of 105 feet, and then 22 with a total distance of 98, and then David with a total distance of 85. Then it will ask us, and if it were a tie, there would also be, if it was a tie for 3rd place, it would be 3rd place. Then underneath it will be the 2 names with the distance they got, and then this will be under it. Do you want to run another race? We can say yes, and it'll get rid of everything, and it'll restart it all. We'll do 6, sorry, and we can just put in some random names here because I want to show something else. This is not important. Okay, for here we'll press. We can also type. Before we did, I think it was marathon. We did number 3, but we can also do it by typing out marathon, MARATHON, and that will also work. Then it'll ask, would you like to start the race? If we say no, do you want to run another race? This would allow us to change if we would want to. Change the amount of hounds within the race or their names, or change the race type completely. If we say no here, it will ask to press any key to continue, then it will close the window. I want to show one last thing. 6, I'm just going to do random names. Oh, sorry. 1 sprint. Yes. Once again, we get to see it work. completely automatic. It will update itself every 1 second. Then we'll get the winners. And the same here is if we press no here, it will ask to continue, and then it'll close itself. If we press yes, it would do the same thing as before. That has been my presentation. Thank you for watching.